just realized I don't have gloves on. Welcome to Lisa Marvin Art. Okay, so today I'm just gonna do like a quick vid about something. So if you've watched some of my coaster videos, you know that I opened up a new bottle of Floetrol, and it was actually has been sitting here for probably 3 years, and it was like super thin and didn't produce lacing. So I showed you the difference between that bottle. It produced lacing, but it was like very big and not tight and cute, and a good bottle. So I was like, and unfortunately I probably have, because I ordered probably before COVID, before Fluid Art even carried, before even Fluid Art existed, I think, I ordered like bulk from Australia. And I wasn't, first of all, I didn't realize, like good morning. I bloom a lot and I don't actually go through bottles that much because still we use just a little bit, you know, they last so long. Anyways, I have probably about 20 bottles and I've shaken them all now and I think they're all bad. So I was like, oh God. So do you know what I've done? Now there's different things you can do. You can thicken it up with a bit of matte gel, things like that. I wanted to see what happened. I dumped it out into this solo cup and it's now been open for probably 8 days, okay? And I'm still testing it, and I think now I wanna test it out, because when I first did a trace with it, there was absolutely no trace, and it was like water, like went down. Now when I do it, there's like a little bit, at least, of a trace. So we're gonna do like a quick comparison between my regular good bottle. This is Payne's Great, and actually I've made this quite thick, to be honest. So it's not that fair of a comparison, but look how thick that is, you see? I don't know why I made this one so thick, but anyways, and we'll mix up some of this thin Floetrol and just see if leaving it open for 8 days is good enough to thicken it up. So let's see. All right, so I'm just going to, now you definitely have to make sure to stir it up pretty well because all the good stuff does end up sinking. Kind of like shaking it. Okay, but anyways, I just want to see, oops, what would happen. You know what I mean? We don't even need that much. It looks better. Oops, there's a thing. It looks better already, to be honest, as I'm pouring it. At least there's like a bit of, you know, I like a bit of like heft to it, you know? So I'm actually this is Payne's Gray, pretty hopeful about this. All right. So now I'll show you how thick my other one is. I could thin it out, but we'll see. I might have to add more of this. Hold on, and we'll do a little comparison. Mixy. These do take a while to mix up, and you want to make sure it's thoroughly mixed. But you see already, this looks like it's an okay consistency. Yeah, see, look at that. There's a trace. I do like about a second trace for my cell activator, and you can see there's like a tail at the end of it. If you can you? So I do like it to drip for 5 seconds, but I can't really judge this one because these are thicker. 1, 2, 3. It's fine. I'm going by the trace here. Okay, shall we compare? So let's do the good one first. Have I figured out? Is 8 days the magic number? Okay, so just so you know, I'm using this Sherwin-Williams. I have them tinted it a pure white, which means they just put a bit of raw umber in it. Now, it is quite thick, but we're just doing a little coaster, so we don't care. Okay, you don't need that much because it's so thick and you have to spin that out a lot. Normally, I thin it down with US Floetrol, which you can do. Okay, you're gonna ask me these colors. This is like some sort of Amsterdam Persian rose. I just grabbed whatever 2 paints I had. This is Triart Quiller Violet. Really pretty color. This is, I actually have this too right here. Quinacridone Rose Light. I didn't really think of the colors because I really just want to do lacing, you know what I mean? This is something, I think this is Australian red violet, and I dropped some darker paint in there. And this is a Holcroft light color of some sort. Okay, so we got that. Let's grab. Now, because this pillow is thick and I'm not gonna be able to blow it out that far, which won't show you a good thing. So why don't I just put a bit more? Normally I would thin this out, but I want my petals to be able to go as close to the edge as possible without stopping. So I'm just doing that. Normally I wouldn't put this much paint down. Okay, ready? So this is the good one, and look at how thick it is. I'm just keeping it this thick though. Normally, well, should I thin it out? I mean, it looks like pouring medium. Okay, I'll thin it out a bit. This is my new good bottle from Floetrol company that hasn't melted or whatever it does. We think it does it if it, like something kind of turns, or if it gets too hot and then too cold. Okay, I just thinned it out a bit to make it like more normal. Okay, it's still thick, but better. Okay, ready? See how I can barely blow it out? It's because the pillow is so thick and it doesn't move. But we are liking the cells that are happening. We know that the cell activator works. Oops. And I mean, it's not the best example, but for cells, it's a fine example. Okay. You see cute cells, etc. So we're looking for the same kind of cell action. Again, if I were trying to make like a nice little coaster, I would thin out this paint. So I would be free to blow, you know, how I want to. And I wouldn't put such a glob of the blue on top. Because as you know, as we learned, opaque paints, you have to be very careful with them, and I was not careful, and that is what happens. But we are seeing cool cell coverage. Okay, so I'll do a close-up for you after, but here you go. So let's put this to the side for a moment. All right, and now we will do, oh, she's not flat. I want to put her somewhere flat, don't I? Here, I'll put her here. Okay, next we have the next cell. We're gonna do the exact same thing with this really thick pillow. And I'm still worried about my child. I'm trying to make sure she's flat for you. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Look at how thick this is. Sorry, I have a tickle in my throat. Okay. But put a bit more because I want to blow. All right, here we go again. So I'm curious if the cells, now the cells are also so small and cute because my pillow is so thick. I just want you to be aware, okay? I am gonna put less blue on top. Be more careful with it. These are fun colors though. That Quiller Violet is so intense. Okay, ready? Here is the new Floetrol. Huh. Still a no, huh? different look. You know what's interesting? So it's giving really big cells, okay? And this is what happens when people normally use the TriArt Cell Activator, the TriArt 2 paints in their Cell Activator. It takes longer for the cells to develop, and then you get these huge, bolder cells. Now, some people really like these huge, bolder cells. I'm kind of no, I wouldn't choose to do them. I prefer tight cells personally. I think they're more of a pop. But some people really like this. But do you notice the difference? And I'm kind of sad that, in fact, even though it's sat for 8 days, it's not performing like. I mean, listen, it's not bad. Okay, don't get me wrong. It's not bad. But I find it interesting how different they are. I'm gonna do so you guys can see better. So definitely both cute, okay? And actually, you'll tell me if you prefer the big, bolder cells or the tight cells. But for me, I want it to be more reliable. Like, I want to know what I'm getting. You know what I mean? So, now, I mean, I could do another experiment now. Why don't I do it for you guys? And add some matte gel to it to see. Because really, you want to make it heavier. Okay, all I found was this Liquithick. And I don't remember if I like it. I don't think I like it, but I couldn't find the matte medium. So let me move these out of the way. Isn't that a bummer? I think I've used it all in all my experiments, you know? Okay. Okay. Oh, let me get another thing. So all I'm gonna do now, Liquithick is very thick. Okay, like you only need like a little bit of this. Okay, because it really gloops up everything. Doesn't look like it, but it really does. Like literally, I'm putting like this much in. Okay, let's see what happens. Let's see. Takes a minute see, it's already thickened. I don't know if that's good or not, but see, it's like gotten goopy, but if I had put any more than that little bit, it would have been worse. Okay, let's see. I'm not feeling confident about this one, but we'll see. All right, same. So interesting, isn't it? Like I said, I don't mind the first one, and I will. I mean the big boulder cells I got, and I will say they are better than 9 days ago. They're like a little better, so that's something. Okay, we'll do the Liquithick. And then I'll order some, you know what? And I'm looking at it now. It's not bad. Okay, let's see what happens here. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't think it was good, but we'll try. Didn't really do much. So again, with this kind, it's just a waiting game of letting the cells develop. So it didn't do anything. Still fine. Okay, well, so far, we know that once the bottle is compromised, you can't really return it back to what you want it to be, but it's not bad. It's just different. You just will get these big boulder cells. So I'm going to compare all of them together. The matte gel might help a bit, but again, I just think at this point, this is even worse, but I think just because I had a bad blow. I don't think it's a weight thing that we're looking for anymore. I think there is a chemical compound that changes, or you know what I mean? I'm sure, and you can try like different things. I don't really want to get into it, but you know, people add oils. I don't know if I want to do that. Things like that. There. So now we can compare. I actually like the Liquid Thick the worst. But again, that could have just been my blow. I don't mind the boulder cells. And this would look really cool if I actually did a good blow. But for me, I think the magic is in the tight ones. So I hope I'm going to do a close up. I hope this was helpful. I don't know how it was helpful, but maybe it was a bit helpful. And let me know what you guys think. Which one is your fave? Have a good day. Bye.